Welcome to the Buddy and Shane Show.
Hello and welcome to the Buddy and Shane Show. I'm in Sydney. Buddy's on the beautiful Gold Coast. Thursday, you know what that means. We're going to give you plenty of winners. Buddy, how are you?
This is our favourite time of the week, isn't it, eh?
It is.
Tips.
Yeah, we love doing this.
I'm really well, Shane. Yourself?
I'm good, and I'm feeling good because I know that you're super confident this weekend.
Well, there's some massive games and massive ramifications for the losers. So I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a massive week of games. So I'm really looking forward to it.
All right. Okay. Let's get it underway. Make sure you tune in. Get your notepads, ladies and gentlemen. Or for people who are a bit more modern, get your phones out and ready to type these away. Essendon, St Kilda, Marvel. Will anyone be watching this game Thursday night?
I don't
yes,
think
they
so.
will. It'll be Naz Watch. We want to see this superstar of the game, and we want to see him lock away another 3 votes. And if he does lock away 3 votes, he will come into the top 5 in Brownlow betting. Don't you worry about that.
I think Saints get that done, mate. But what do you reckon, top 5 Brownlow?
Yeah, I reckon if he has another best on ground performance against Essendon, I guarantee you he'll come into single figures for the Brownlow medal and he'll be in the top 5. That's just my view. What would I know? I've only won one. Yep. Should have won 2.
Came second. What was that? The triple? Was it the?
Yeah.
Was that Goods Rashudo that year?
Yeah. Why are you bringing that up? You know, because
second,
we won our last game against Richmond, and I got the 2, and then a Richmond player, Coughlin, got the 3. Can you believe that? That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be right. I've moved on. Fremantle. Why would you bring that up? Fremantle, Brisbane.
I know. Now this is massive.
This is massive. This is at Optus Stadium, Western Australia.
I'm going to go Fremantle here, Croft. I think at home. At home they'll get this done. I think Brisbane for me, that forward line, they're just missing that connection, centre forward. They had more clearance. They beat Sydney inside on the weekend at times, and probably look at the stat sheet they did, and they had 60-something inside 50s on the weekend, and they just lacked composure in hitting targets. So I think that's a real issue for them. And as I've spoken about earlier in the year with Brisbane, I think Danaher going out of that team has been huge. It's been big. It's been massive. So I think Fremantle will be a little bit too good for them at home. So I'm tipping Freo to get this done but Brisbane will be up for it. There's no doubt about that. But I think Fremantle can get it done.
Well, it's like a grand final. This is good.
It is.
Both trying to be a top 4 contender, and this is like a grand final.
Well, who do you reckon, Corf?
Well, hang on. I've just worked out Essendon, St Kilda, and Fremantle, Brisbane. They're both on the same night. Is that right? Friday night. That's
both Friday night.
Why? Why would you have games overlapping? Fremantle, no confidence. I've got no confidence in this game. St Kilda, definitely. Fremantle, no confidence. Suns, Giants. Oh, this is going to be good. This is on the Gold Coast. Buddy Franklin will be there. Another massive game. Both teams fighting for the 8, possibly top 4, especially for the Suns.
This is my moral. This is my moral, Shane.
You're going with the Suns at home, finally. Yes. What?
Shane. I'm going with GWS.
He's called
GWS are going to get this done.
Okay.
I think that hopefully Hogan can come back in the team.
Yes. But
do they probably maybe hold him out for one more week? But, they need to win this game, so they may rush him back in, just depending. So I think GWS will get this done. I think they're going to be a little bit too good for Suns. That's my tip. That's my moral of the week.
This is an early game on Saturday too. This is what a great weekend of footy. A couple of absolute ripping games. I'm sticking with my Suns. They're at home. Wits will give them first use. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but at the moment she's a little bit.
It's beautiful and sunny all week.
Oh, is it?
All week, beautiful and sunny. Suns need to win this too. So this is a big final. This is like a final for them.
They're going to lock
so
away.
I think this is going to be huge.
The finals for the very first time. It's a history-making game. And
it is. I think it's
all about the Suns.
for two startup clubs. They've only been in the competition not long. I think this is one of their biggest games for both clubs for a very long time. Like they both need to win this. So this is a mini final, which is going to be huge and it's going to be a massive game. So I think Giants can get it done.
Okay, well I'm taking you on. Carlton, Port Adelaide. Ugh. Gee, these two teams so
that's going to be an awesome watch.
12th v 14th. Well, it'll be a good watch to see who can actually hit a target, I think. Both teams, although Port Adelaide were much better last week and the Blues have been trying hard. Can the Blues notch up a win for Vossi? Can they lock away 4 points? You wouldn't like to guarantee it because things don't happen like that. And Port Adelaide, they'll probably have a bit of confidence that they can take them on. So it'll probably be an interesting match, really,
Port.
when you think about it. You going Port?
I'm going Port, yeah. I think they played pretty well against Fremantle on the weekend. I think they can get it done. So, yeah, Port for me. Shane?
I'm going to go the Blues. I go the Blues. Confidence? No. No confidence for that game. Hawthorn, Melbourne. Tricky game. This is at the MCG. Massive game for the Hawks. A win. Still doesn't lock them in the finals, but they're almost there. Melbourne are playing reasonable football. Very good last week. A win the week before. 80-something points, and then the coach got moved on after winning by 80-something points, which is a hard thing to swallow. So not going to be easy for the Hawks. A danger game, very much so. But just one, they've got to turn up, right attitude early, get on the scoreboard early and play it in the right manner, and they should get across the line.
Danger games, aren't they? Like, especially when you come up against a team that's got nothing to lose. They're taken on. They're going through the corridor. I think the Hawks will win this, but they are, like, look at the way Melbourne played against Bulldogs. They're taking the game on. They've got nothing to lose, so it can be very dangerous for the Hawks. But I think they'll be too good. They've got too much on the line, and I think they'll just get this done.
Yeah, the thing I love about the Hawks, I just think they're a good team. I just think they do everything for each other, and teams like that normally get themselves into the finals and win. Adelaide, Collingwood. Oh, my God. I'm going to stay on the couch all weekend. Saturday night. Oh, Adelaide Oval, first v third. The crowds are going to go berserk. This is the biggest game of the year for the Pies. If they lose, they can't make top four. Can you believe that? If you look back about a month ago, they were clear on top.
The favourites.
Yeah, heavy favourites, clear on top by a mile. They lose this, they could miss top four. Adelaide Oval, the crowd's going to go crazy. The benefit for the Pies, a few extra day break than the Adelaide Crows coming back from Perth. So they've got to take advantage of that. They've got to win the first quarter. They've got to get their tails, or they've got to get some goal scoring pressure early
on the board
and get the momentum going from there. Get the confidence, the Collingwood confidence up early. That's the way to win this match.
Well, the Pies, they don't travel much, Croft. They only travel a couple of times a year, but when they travel really well.
They travel
win.
in first class.
So that's why. That's why, they travel and they travel well. So that's why I'm tipping Collingwood. I think they can get it done. The only issue why they won't win is if Adelaide talls, which they've got some big boys down forward. If they get off the chain and start kicking goals, which is a possibility with how Collingwood's backs have been playing this year, that's going to be the only issue for them. I think their midfield, Collingwood's midfield, can beat Adelaide's. I think the Dacos boys need to play really, really well. Pendlebury, with his leadership, getting that midfield. I think Collingwood can get this done. I think this is a huge game. This is a huge game for both clubs, but I think Collingwood can go over to Adelaide and get it done. Jamie Elliott's had a few quiet weeks. I'm suspecting he'll step right up. I think Collingwood will be a little bit too good, a bit classy.
Ooh. Taylor Walker had a rest on the weekend, so he'll come back in fresh. Will they shut down Nick Dacos? Will they go hard run with? Possibly. Berry maybe. So, interesting. I think Adelaide will win. And it's going to be panic stations for the Pies. I just didn't like what I saw against the Hawks. Haven't been convinced 2 or 3 weeks prior to. There's been a few cracks. And as you said, those tall forwards for Adelaide, they've worked so well together this year. Whew, they're going to lock away the top spot on the ladder, Adelaide. The town of Adelaide is where you need to be this weekend because it's going to be party time. They're going to have home finals. They're going to lock away top spot and they're going to beat the Pies. They're going to knock them out of the top 4. North Melbourne, Richmond, MCG. North Melbourne, if they are a side that we think they are and they have improved a little bit, they need to be winning this match regardless of how well Richmond play. They've got to be winning this match for the supporters and to give everyone a bit of hope for the future. They've got to be winning. Yeah,
this is a game they've got to win, North Melbourne. Like they play in patches. They do bursts. They play in bursts. They'll play for 6-7 minutes, kick 4 or 5 goals, and it's like take the foot off. Unfortunately you got to play the whole game. You can't play in patches, and I think that it'll come. There's no doubt about that. But this is a game they've got to win. Against Richmond, they're both pretty much down the bottom together, both on the same sort of journey together, rebuilding. But like North Melbourne, they need to win this game. And I'm tipping they should. They should win this game if they're serious.
They should.
But who knows? You never know.
And I like
it's a tough one.
I like Richmond.
You like Richmond at the G?
No.
Richmond at the G is good.
I'm going to go North Melbourne because I believe that they're on the right track, even though they lost me over the last month. But they've gained a little bit of respect over the last few weeks. I like Richmond. I like that they've re-signed Dion Prestia, who's been really important for those young kids. Yeah, and Lynch, really strong leadership. Lynch obviously got a bit of old man syndrome in him where you whack a few every now and then, but that's okay. Sydney Geelong, SCG, danger game, 10th v 2nd. Is it a danger game? The Cats are good. I know your Swans have improved and they're playing a better style of footy, but are they going to beat the Cats?
I think it's going to. I think Geelong probably should get this, or they should get it done, really. But it is a danger game. There's no doubt about that. I think Sydney played a real offensive game, especially from that back half. They had a lot of run and drive from that back half. Lizard was back to his best running. They just took the game on at all times. So I'm suspecting that'll happen again. It'll all matter whether Collingwood can stop that. If they can stop that run from that back half, they'll probably get the job done. But
Geelong, you mean Geelong?
I think that matchup of the Cameron McCartan or Cameron Rampy will be a key to the game. Obviously, you don't get as much space on the SCG as a forward, so I think that matchup will be awesome to watch. I don't think he'll kick over 4 goals, that's for sure, this week. I think they'll be playing him very, very tight, bodying him, making sure that he doesn't get any space. So that'll be an interesting watch this weekend. But I think Geelong
And do you reckon that catches a few teams out when they play at the SCG? Because it's a little unusual. The 50 doesn't seem like it's 50.
Yeah.
How far do you reckon is it? Or have you ever measured it?
It's definitely 50. But
you reckon it's definitely 50?
It's definitely a smaller ground, especially as a forward. As a forward, you're always in the game. So you're up on the wings, you're always in the game. Whereas the MCG,
centre bounce, you can really get
huge.
It in deep.
Centre bounce, you're always in the game. You're within a kick of the ball every time, which is great. So as a forward, you like that. But there's actually not as much space to do as much work, if you know what I'm saying. So you can't.
Yep.
There's always congested numbers around you. Whereas on the MCG, there's space between you and the other opponents, which can be good too. But I think Geelong will just get this done, but Sydney will be definitely having a crack, that's for sure.
Bulldogs, Eagles. How many will Darcy and Naughton kick? It's at Marvel. It's under the roof. Eagles don't like travelling. Eagles don't like playing a lot these days, but they don't like travelling. How many will they kick? Come on, give us a.
I think this is going to be a absolute thrashing,
shellacking. Yep.
I reckon 100 points.
Ooh.
Bulldogs are just going to put them to the sword. I think Eagles had a fair crack on the weekend. Their pressure was really good. I think, and they're a young team travelling over to Melbourne. I think Bulldogs will give them an absolute hiding this week and get that percentage up, which they need to. And I think Darcy and Naughton will kick 5 each.
Oh, 10. Okay. I reckon.
And I will say with that Eagles,
I reckon 11.
Rolf, I think if you are an Eagles supporter and you watch that game, that is what they should be doing every week. And if you want to stay in games, it's all about pressure. It doesn't matter about your skill level or what you've got. It's all about pressure and your intent to tackle and get after the opposition. I think that's the way Eagles should be looking at and going, that's the way we're going to play every week. We're going to rock up and we're going to just put pressure on the opposition. And whatever happens, happens. But at least you know that that's the standard that you're going to play as a group. I think that's what they should do. And hopefully they can bring that against Bulldogs. But I'm tipping they won't. I think Bulldogs are going to put them to the sword.
Yeah, they got the angry Bulldogs. Moral. All right. I think that we've got a fair idea where you're going to go. But here he is, Nostradamus, to tell us who his moral is for this week. Who is it?
The moral, Shane, is the Giants. I think the Giants coming up to Gold Coast.
Oh, yes.
Gold Coast is the favourites, which they deserve to be. Obviously, they play the ground really well. They know the ground. It's a home ground, so they play it really well. But I think GWS, they love travelling too. They're a good travelling team. They had a good win against North Melbourne on the weekend. They know how important this is for them, and I think they're going to come out and beat Gold Coast Suns on their home deck.
Ooh.
And it'll be interesting, as I said before, whether Hogan does play. But I think when you see the way Toby played on the weekend, if he can continue to do that and lead from the front, I think they're going to be very hard to beat. Very hard to beat.
Okay.
So I'm tipping GWS.
There you go.
So that's it.
Okay. Well, I'm tipping Hawthorn as my moral. I think they're playing good team football and they will just win against Melbourne, even though Melbourne are playing reasonably well. And it is very much a danger game, but I just think too much at stake. They will just get the job done, and I'm happy to go there. Yeah, all right. Game on. Let's tune in. Let's see what happens with the Gold Coast Giants.
And it's going to be massive, isn't it? Like, what do you think? Like, that's a huge – the Gold Coast Suns, GWS, who would have thought that this is going to be a massive game and huge? Like, hopefully all the supporters can get there on the weekend. And it's a Saturday 1 o'clock game. Is it 1? I think it's a 1 o'clock game.
Yeah.
Which is huge. Huge for the state. So, massive. So I'm really looking forward to watching that one, Crawf.
I wish I was there, but it's finals time for a lot of the leagues up around the Gold Coast and northern rivers of New South Wales. And my sons are going to be playing against each other, smashing each other. So
wow,
I think I need to go and make sure they don't punch on too much. Bring it on. Good luck, everyone, if you are starting your finals this weekend. Get in there, have a crack, play for yourself. Most importantly, play for the team. Buddy, well done. You've been on fire. You've been running hot.
Beautiful, Shane.
Congratulations.
Beautiful, Shane. Mate, get home soon.
All the best. Yep.
See you, mate.
Sydney's great.